everybody. Hi, it's Geeta. I know it's a little bit cloudy down here, but it's been raining since last night, and I think it's actually pretty nice in my balcony. I'm talking to you from my balcony. A bit cloudy, that's why you can see the background. Hi Donna. Hi, so nice of you to be here. It's great to see you after, wow. Nice to know that there are people here. So today it's 3 o'clock, so I'm going to be starting my live as I promised. It's part of the challenge, right? But you know what? I'm actually enjoying. Hello, Anita. Okay, I'm not going to be able to say hi to you right now, to all of you, because we want to get on with the what we're going to talk about today. And what I'm basically going to talk about today is a daily countdown of healthy habits. Okay? And I hope that this is something, because it's the beginning of the year, we all want to start our year with nurturing habits and doing things which are going to be consistent and which we can carry on for the rest of the year, right? So how many of you have got a routine? Remember I talked about routines yesterday. So this is actually the follow-up of the routine. And it's the way that, basically you should always have a nice routine, and then you can do all the things that you need to do in a day. Hi Prema, how are you? Happy New Year. It's been a long time since I've seen you, right? Okay, so now I want this to be as interactive as possible. So please, if you have questions, I am looking at the phone. I'm going to try and answer as many questions as possible. All right, so this is the parts, like those of you who really want to set up a healthy habits and all that, ask questions. And if you can't get me to answer here, please put it on my Facebook, put it on any of my social media platforms, and I will definitely get to it at some point and I will answer you. Okay, so let's just have you be as interactive as possible. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the 9 steps for healthy habits. Okay, 9 steps that I have put forward. Now those of you who are on my Facebook or who follow me on Facebook, you'll know that a couple of weeks ago I put down this graphic of about 9 steps, which are hey Varsha, hi, nice to see you here. The 9 steps which you can use to create healthy habits in your life. Now this is talking about a day-to-day rendition of your healthy habits. Okay, so we're going to start. We all know, right, that we are supposed to drink water, we are supposed to get enough sleep, we are supposed to take time away from our screens and get to the gym. But having a whole keeping track of this already is so hard, rather than just doing the stuff, right? That's hard enough, but even this is hard to keep track, that I have to do all these things to make sure that my life is healthy and that I'm doing everything I want. Gracie, stop that. Come here. Gracie. That's my dog, sorry. She's gone into my plants. This is my balcony, by the way, so I've got all my own herbs and everything down there as well. Okay, so we all know that we are supposed to do all these things, but like I said, keeping track of this is also almost as tiring as doing the things themselves. Okay, so but I'm going to give you these 9 steps which I do, and maybe you can use that as a template to do your own as well. Okay, so number 9, the first one is the number of steps that we walk. Now this is talking about movement, right? Most of us now use a Fitbit or what we call some sort of a watch, which can track the amount of movement that we have in the day. So normally when you ask people, okay, how much movement should I have? It's about 10,000 steps, right? Well, I needed a way to for myself, I use 9,000. So I aim for a step count, because that is the step count that suits me. 10,000 is a bit too much for me. All right. So the idea is to use a step count which suits you. And as long as you have something like that, you can use that step count. Okay. So as long as you are actually moving to that, I think it's fine. So for me, I aim at 9,000 steps. So that's number 9. I call it number 9, right? Now, number 8 is 8 hours of sleep. So it's number 8. So this is a way to help me to remember as well. All right, 8 hours of sleep. Now, doctors always recommend about 6 to 8 hours of sleep, right? And anything less than 6 is supposed to be dangerous, right? In the sense that, if you don't get enough sleep, sleep is so important, all right? So don't compromise on this and not get that. You need at least 8 hours of sleep, and I am saying that more so, I think the younger you are, the more you need sleep. But I'm now talking about people in the age group, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, right? That's where we are. You must have at least 8 hours of sleep, because less than 6 hours, it can lead to a lot of illnesses. So, and it also helps in a lot of things like appetite control, right? It helps to regulate a lot of things. It helps to maintain our immune system. Okay, so all this is necessary to keep the body working in other ways as well. And it also helps our memory. Do you know that if you don't sleep enough, it will affect your memory? And I know that is something that I struggle with as well. So I'm really trying very hard now to let myself get that the kind of sleep that I need. Okay, so next, number 7 is 7 glasses of water at least in a day. Now that is about, for me, I try and drink about 3 liters of water a day, okay? Because your body needs to be hydrated. Everybody knows that, but do you actually do it? Do you actually keep a water bottle next to you all the time so that you can sip from it at least? If you don't have that water next to you, chances are you won't even remember, especially when you're working and doing things, you won't remember. So you have to keep that water bottle next to you with a little, they have these bottles with the straws so that you keep sipping and keeping your body hydrated. All right, your body needs to be hydrated. Now, hydrating your body properly, and I also have a good water machine. I have a Kangen. If those of you have not heard of it, it's fine. Just know that you need a machine or something which has got very high antioxidants levels, okay? And that is going to help you, because many of these new machines now, they actually break the molecules of water down and make them into smaller microclusters, and that's the reason why they can reach the cells. Okay, I bought this machine when I had cancer 5 years ago, because it was recommended to me at that time that this was the right machine to use, and I have not regretted it at all. But whatever said and done, you just need a good machine which has got high antioxidant levels. Okay, so that's something that you need to take note of. No, so hydration works in flushing out the toxins, improving the complexion of the skin, and it makes our immune system that much stronger. Now, this is a very important point, because you know that today we have COVID in our midst, and the numbers, especially in Malaysia, are increasing. So you really need to build up your immune system to make sure that it can weather off all these things. So this is where I urge you to drink enough water. Drinking water is really, really important in this point of time when we are facing a virus which we don't know enough about, right? I mean, we really don't know the properties and all that. But once you are hydrated properly, once you are doing the right things, you stand a better chance of not catching something like this. All right, the next thing is 6 minutes at least of meditation. Now, I know that not all of you here are meditators. I know that you find it difficult, but meditation really does help, because it is something, it's proven by science that it's a beautiful habit which can really help you to heal your body and to do, to actually feel better all the time. Emotionally, it helps you. So when you do things for your physical body, now do all the things that are needed for your emotional body as well. All right? It relieves stress, it keeps you calm, and this is proven, okay? But you have to take the step to try and do it first. And even if you do 5 to 6 minutes a day, it really goes a long way in the long run, okay? So I want you to try. I have got so many people saying, oh, I can't concentrate, I can't do this, but you got to start somewhere. So start by just doing 5 to 6 minutes a day. That in itself can help you feel better. And once you have that conviction and that confidence that you can do that couple of minutes, the idea is meditation is a technique. And as we go along, I'm going to be here for 1 month, so I'm going to be teaching you a lot of things. And I plan to do a few different types of meditation as we go along. Every day it's going to be different, and I want to show you a few techniques that I myself practice, and I'm one of those who's very open to new techniques. I'm always looking for new ways of doing meditation. So and this is what this whole program is all about, to share things with you, to share, to teach you and to let you learn, and whatever is your interest. My interest has always been to look for new things, new methods, new healing methods, anything that's new excites me. And I want to be able to share it with all of you. Okay? All right, 6 minutes of meditation. Now, the next thing is 5 portions of fruits and vegetables. Now, it is so important. We've been told this, since donkey's years, right? That we have to have this 5 portions of fruits and vegetables every single day. All right? This is not in 1 week. This is in 1 day. There should be 5 portions of fruits and vegetables. So instead of your potato chips, switch to your carrot sticks or your sweet potato fries. Things that are healthier. And hi Shobha, thanks for coming on. Okay, so potatoes, I was talking about healthy stuff that you can bring on to your snacks list, to your food list. All right, all these things will give you the vitamins and the minerals that you need, the dietary fiber that you need, and it reduces the risk of cancers today, which are so rife, like things like irritable bowel syndrome and colon cancers, and all these are the kind of inflammations that we really don't need to get if we eat the right things. Hi Kanchan, how are you? Shubha, nice to see you all here. Okay, so ask questions, guys. Those who have just jumped in, you can put on any questions that you want. I'll try and answer them later. All right? Okay, now if you don't eat that fruits and vegetables, and this is why I think that for those of you who have young kids, please, from young, you have to encourage them to snack on things like crudites and things. Learn to make them eat things like hummus. The healthier stuff can really be inculcated from a very young age, and once they have that liking, it will be easy for you to inculcate that in their later years when they become teenagers and they're more difficult and all that. Everything today can be made healthy. Okay, I believe that, and I really think that you have to make the effort to find ways to do that. So fruits and vegetables are really, really important today, especially. All right, the next thing, I said 5 portions, right, of fruits and vegetables, 4 breaks in a day. Now, whether you are looking after children, whether you are working, whatever you're doing, you need to take a break. All right, it doesn't mean that you work prolonged and you don't take any breaks. Breaks are important. They are really important. You need to take time out to stretch your legs, even if you are working at a desk. You need to get fresh air. You need to play games on your phone, for example. Play with your children, play with your dog. So take those breaks that you need in a day, because it will really help you both physically and emotionally. All right. So Shobha is asking this question: can we blend fruit and vegetable juices instead of eating them? Yes, of course you can. That's a very healthy habit, especially if you do it first thing in the day. All right. First thing in the morning, the best thing to have for your body is after you drink your water, or drink your lemon water, or just normal water, is to have a fruit and vegetable juice. There are many people who do that already, and but there are many who don't, right? Whatever suits you. It's very hard to eat a full amount of fruits and vegetables in the morning. So I think that blending it together is a great thing. If you can do that, it's lovely. Yes, I totally recommend that. Now, the next thing is your meals. Now, your meals should always be 3 balanced meals and 3 snacks. Okay, you're allowed to have 3 good meals in a day. There are many people nowadays, because of intermittent fasting and all these practices, if you do that, that's fine. Do it according to the way you're supposed to do it, and if it suits you, go ahead. But the normal thing for most people is 3 balanced meals in a day. Balanced meals create routine, and that is what your body needs. The body needs a healthy routine. Okay, so take time out to create those meals. All right, you need time, right? But this is where you can be efficient. You can make your food, prep it. That's why I'm a stickler for prepping things ahead of time, so that you have the time to properly make proper meals for yourself as well. So prepping is very important, and it also helps to create a healthy routine if you give yourself those 3 meals in a day. Now, the 3 snacks that you give yourself in the day should also be healthy snacks. So those of you who don't have ideas, please go to, you can always ask me. I'm always giving suggestions to people. Go to my YouTube channel now, and you all know that I now have recently launched my YouTube channel, which will have a lot of new things coming up. By the way, all of these talks are also posted on the channel, either the next day or 1 or 2 days after. So please watch out for them if you're not able to come on live with me. All right. Now, the next thing, 3 meals, 3 snacks, right? And if you need ideas for snacks, come on to my YouTube or ask me directly. Come for my classes if you're in Malaysia or even abroad. Now we're doing a lot of classes on Zoom. Now, next thing is number 2 is 2 hours of no phone before bed. Now, this is another very important thing, right? We know that we are not supposed to look at our phones, look at our screens, or look at our tablets before we go to bed, at least 2 hours before. What's the reason for that? And we all know that there's a blue light that is emitted by all these screens, which is really not good and plays havoc with our circadian rhythms, the sleep rhythms, and it lessens the melatonin, right? It lessens the melatonin, which is the hormone, which is your sleep and wake, is responsible for your sleep and wake cycle. All right, so you really need to take this seriously, because it's really bad for you. Okay, it doesn't help your brain, it doesn't help you to rest, and in the long run, it affects your melatonin quite badly, so much so that then you really become insomniac. You can't sleep at all, and it changes your sleep cycle completely. Okay, so it interrupts your sleep, and eventually it can even end up affecting your whole body clock. which is not something that you want, especially when you are getting on in years. Okay, that's not recommended at all. And the last thing is, of course, one exercise session and a day, at least 3 to 4 times a week. So we need you to move your body at least 3 to 4 times a week. So this is in conjunction with your 10,000 steps, right? That should be every day as well, because you can do that at home and all as well. But a proper exercise session, either you go to the gym where you do, half an hour, 1 hour, whatever you do, or a brisk walk, which is about 30 to 40 minutes, that will be good. Yoga in your living room, and we're all doing that a lot now. And I know Parul was watching just now. She's my yoga teacher. And when you actually do all that, you'll know that you feel so much better, because you see your endorphins get aroused. You feel good after the session, right? And even if you can't do that, you can run with your dog or walk with your dog, a brisk walk, right? So there is a lot of things that you can do if you put your mind to it, and if you just be creative about it. Okay, so these are just 9 things that I thought of after, I saw this graphic, and I've sort of inculcated them into my own life. And so now, those of you who are watching, tell me, what do you do to create healthy habits? You can ask me any questions as well, any questions there are. If you have any questions, I'm waiting for questions. I'm always happy to answer questions. So tomorrow, actually, for those of you who are going to be watching, I am going to be doing a very simple recipe for you, and I probably will do a salad that I just saw at one of the restaurants in KL, which I thought was quite interesting. Let's see whether I can get all the ingredients, and at least you can follow me, and later on I will try and post the recipe if I can. Okay, so that's it for today. Nice, short and sweet. I told you I don't want to take more than a few minutes of your time. So for those of you who are just newly watching, if you missed the episodes, you can look at our earlier episodes, 2 episodes already. They are posted on my YouTube channel, which is called Vibrant Living with Geeta. So if we have no more questions, I'm just going to say my goodbyes. Thank you, Karen, for watching. And I'm always here to share as many things as I can with you. So hope to see you tomorrow at our cooking class, okay? Bye. Take care. Have the good rest of your Sunday, and stay safe. Bye.